not far from the windswept stretch of moorland known as Windgates, there stands the ruin of an old farmhouse, stone bones of a building long since surrendered to weather and time. Yet those who pass nearby, especially at dusk, do so quickly. For behind Windgates, the air does not always belong to the living, and the silence is often broken by a terrible, inhuman roar. The story begins long ago, with a man known as Mr. Weeks, a cunning figure with a reputation for charm and trickery in equal measure. One night, in a smoky back room lit by firelight and whiskey, Weeks sat across from a local man of limited mind, an idiot they cruelly called him then, and played him at cards. The prize, a farm, modest but fertile, belonging to the man's family for generations. Weeks won, or so he claimed. The terms were never written, the deal never witnessed. But by dawn, the fool had been cheated out of his inheritance, and Weeks had taken the keys with a grin and no hint of shame. He lived in the farmhouse for years, working the land he never earned and dying peacefully in his bed. But his soul did not rest. According to the old folk, judgment found him, and his punishment was cruelly tailored to the theft he had never repented. Weeks was condemned to return to the scene of his crime, not freely, but in torment. Once a year, he may move only a single cockstride closer to the farmhouse he stole, a mere pace. And when the wind is high and the air thick with dusk, he is said to realize just how far he still has to go. That is when the roaring begins. It is not the cry of a man, but something deeper, older, a noise filled with anguish and fury. A sound that splits the air like a wild beast mourning its own imprisonment. It echoes across the moor, rattling the stone walls of nearby farms, waking animals from sleep. Some say they've seen a dark figure pacing at the boundary line, clawing at the wind. Others speak of footprints that appear overnight, large, misshapen, and ending abruptly in heather. No one walks behind Windgates alone. They say Weeks will never reach the farmhouse, that even if the world lasts 10,000 years, he will still be pacing, still roaring, still regretting the night he won a home with a lie.